Episode 8 of from Season 3 begins with Boyd getting Fatima out of Colony House and setting her up in a nearby wooden house in the woods. They decide to let Tilly's body be found. Ellis and Boyd gather some supplies for him and Fatima from Colony House and later argue at the sheriff's station about whether it's right to reveal what happened and explain the situation. This is when Donna finds out that Fatima had killed Tilly, and she demands that Boyd tell the people the truth. Ellis proceeds to accompany Fatima in the house in the meantime. Elsewhere, Victor grows increasingly frustrated with his inability to remember the secret about Jasper, and Sarah calls Tabitha in to calm him down. With their help, Victor finally remembers that it wasn't Jasper but, in fact, the boy in white who was talking to Christopher that day. The boy told Christopher about the children who'd been wronged by their loved ones, and how all their hope had concentrated in the root symbol at the cave where the creatures live, which essentially created the faraway tree. When the boy had asked Christopher to climb into the tree, Christopher had become angry. Meanwhile, Julie convinces Ethan to accompany her to the ruins. As soon as they step onto the ruins, she begins to have a fit and finds herself in the place where Boyd encountered the skinworms in Season 2. The imprisoned man seems to recognize her and adds that Boyd needs help, asking her to throw in the rope, which Julie does. She later hears Victor and Tabitha's voices from when they went inside the caves in Season 2. While she's there, Ethan manages to get help from Kenny and the new cop, and they drag Julie out of the ruins, bringing her back to reality. When Ellis reaches the house, Fatima is nowhere to be found because Elgin had taken her to the underground bunker. Earlier, the kimono lady had been instructing him through the camera on what to do next. He then forcefully keeps Fatima inside the bunker, claiming that there is indeed a child growing inside her, but that it's not hers. Well, from is becoming more and more mysterious. Although we don't have as much gore and as many creepy creatures around this season, the show is definitely building on the plot. Just when we thought we were going in circles, this episode makes it clear that there's something horribly wrong with Fatima. How that happened, we don't know yet. Meanwhile, what seemed like unsolved mysteries in Season 2 now finally make a lot of sense. That rope that saved Boyd's life? That was Julie. And Julie's faint voice that was heard in the caves, too. We don't yet know what the ruins represent, but there's definitely something exciting coming up.